Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Y'all, I'm sitting in my front seat in the air conditioning. It is currently 110 degrees out. I am so looking forward to hitting the road this week, getting up to higher elevation again where I'm expecting weather in the 70s. Going to be amazing. But in the meantime, it is summer and it's hot. No matter where you are at in the country, for the most part, you are probably battling heat. In this video, we are going to be talking about my favorite van life and camping items that I've been using over the last several summers. And most of these I have used throughout the entire country. So whether it's 90 and dry in Arizona or 90 and humid in the middle of summer in Iowa or Minnesota, I have used these items. Now, granted, I will say that it is much easier to stay cool in Arizona in 90 degrees because it's not humid. But again, these are items that I've used throughout the entire country. So, yeah, I guess like this video and we'll get right into it. Can you tell everybody how much you love your cooling towels? So Winston is on a blue cooling towel right now. That's his favorite because his favorite color is blue. How about Buzz? And it's perfect because he just likes to lay on it. I can also put one on top of him if necessary. When we have camped around the country in really humid places, Iowa and Minnesota, for example, I will have him lay on one and I will also put one on top of him. So I purchased this 4-pack of cooling towels on Amazon a few years ago, and they're great. What I do is I soak the towel in water, wring it out just a little bit, but make sure it's all soaked and wet, put it back in the bag, and then I'll put it in my fridge. You can even put it in the freezer if you have a freezer, but I'll put it in my fridge so it stays extra cold for extra long. A standard spray bottle is a must-have. Now, I purchased this at the Dollar Tree a few years ago. They're smaller now at the Dollar Tree and $1.25, of course, as you can imagine. But spray down yourself, spray down your dog, spray down your dog's cooling towels. Like when one of Winston's cooling towels starts to dry just a little bit, I will spray it down before changing out the cooling towel, and water just works well. I mean, I'll spray this on my face and my neck when it gets super warm, but do not underestimate the power of a simple spray bottle with water. This is a USB fan I've had for 4 years. I actually had 2, one stopped working on me. But what I like about this one is it has a hook so you can hang it, and I actually just latch it to the headrest there. But you can swivel it and spin it all sorts of ways. Like I said, it is USB. It has 3 different speeds. It also has an LED light, which I don't typically use, but absolutely have that option. So it lasts on low for probably about 8 hours. So it is very efficient, but I'd say the second speed is probably the best for the summer. But I love it because I can hang it right here and blow into the van. Or I also like to take this one and put it in Winston's playpen to give him airflow sometimes. So I love that you can take it off of, like, you don't have to use the clip and it goes flush in there. So you can set it on any surface. As of making this video right now on, I think it's like June 4th, 2024, this fan is actually on sale on Amazon. Highly recommend it. Like I said, it's been reliable for the last 4 years. Now, I will say that when it's at its warmest up here in northern Arizona, around 92, granted, we don't get those temperatures very often or for very long, but sometimes that fan is just not enough. So I do have a second fan that I keep in this storage, and I purchased it from Goodwill. It was $5, and I will show you how it sets up, but it's time for me to get it out because we are going to have 89 to 91, 92 the next several days, so I need to charge it. And I also keep more cooling towels in here as well. So I want to get these out That way, when Winston's blue one dries up that he's on, I can switch it out for a fresh one. All right, so here's that other fan. It was actually $5.49 at Goodwill, my bad. But the brand is Geek Air, and although I purchased this at Goodwill, I would recommend this brand because this fan is so good. It has multiple settings, it does have a light, and it can actually rotate if you want it to. It also has, you can hang it on a wall. So this is a really great fan, quite a steal. I'm so glad I found it. I feel like thrift shops like Goodwill are really good for finding items like this. And it's fantastic because I can set it anywhere, and oftentimes I like to put it like on my metal shelf in the back so we get more airflow into the van. Although this isn't used to stay cool in the summer, it is necessary in the summer. This is Sawyer. It's permethrin bug spray. It's essentially a repellent, but it's not like off or anything. Like, this can stay on your clothes and on your gear for about 30 days. Now, it is very toxic to cats, so if you have cats, travel with cats, do not use it. But I like to spray this on Winston's playpen, like on the top, when he's not in it, on the top and kind of on the sides, because this helps repel the bugs. You can also spray it on things like your camp chair, your bed, your clothing, just not directly on your skin. So I spray down my stuff in the summer, and this really helps a lot. I've been using it since 2021. I have these stretchy bug screens that I got off of Amazon, of course. They are very, very thin. Mosquitoes, nothing can get in there, but they offer airflow. So I just have 2 for my front windows. The only issue is the heat shields. They keep out all the sunlight in the morning. So I'm thinking that, because this is the first summer I've had the heat shields for the front windows, so I'm thinking that I could put these over the windows and almost just like kind of have it like that or something. I don't know, to get just a little bit of airflow in the top for warmer nights. But I do love these either way, and highly recommend you get a set. Now, this is the cooling blanket that I use. I purchased this off of Amazon, and as you can see, it looks like super lightweight. It looks kind of silky almost on the video, but this is amazing because it's very cozy and it works. Now, it's made out of cooling nylon with icy jade fiber. Doesn't that just sound fancy, icy jade? And rayon. And so that's like one side of it, and then the other side is 100% of the icy jade fiber. So I like this because I don't put it on top of me, I lay on it. So I'll lay it on my bed, or I'll lay it on Winston's bed, and it's honestly, like, I thought it was kind of gimmicky, but it's not. It really works. Now, if it's like 120 degrees in your van, like, this probably isn't not going to do a lot. But instead of laying on like a regular fabric blanket or something that's going to cause your body to experience more heat, this will keep you cool, and Winston loves it. I think this is a throw size, but my bed is a cot size bed, and it's big enough for me and Winston to lay on it together. So, of course, it's my color. I purchased it off of Amazon, and I do recommend it. Now, I did hear from my friend that they have cooling blankets available at Costco right now as of June 2024. I haven't seen them. I'm not really sure what those blankets are like, but I really like this one, and I do recommend it. Okay, now for bugs. Mosquitoes really aren't a huge problem in Arizona, but we get these little mosquito-like bugs called we call them no-see-ums, because you can't see them, and they'll bite you mostly on your wrists and on your ankles. It's super bizarre. And then they will also instead of like leaving a bump on your skin, they like get into your skin. Anyways, it's disgusting and nobody likes it. So last year, my mom got me this Thermacell bug repellent, and it has these little cartridges that last up to 12 hours. You just screw it in here, and then on the top it has these little sheets that you put in here, like these bug repellent sheets, and you twist it, and it creates like a little flame in there, and then it creates this 15-foot zone. Now, last summer was my first summer trying this, and I will say from experience that I found it to be effective. Now, this is not something that I'd like put in my van. What I did was last summer, I put this on a little table, like right outside the door of my van or right outside the trunk, just depending on where I was at. And then so I would let it just kind of radiate everywhere. As you can see, it says no spray, no scent. It's very true. It does not smell. And I wouldn't put it down, like, I don't want Winston to be subjected to it necessarily, so I put it like up above him because it creates like an umbrella of bug repellent. So this would be good in like if you have like a screen tent, like a bug tent, maybe a clamshell that has plenty of ventilation. My only gripe with it is that these cartridges and the little sheets, they're kind of pricey. It's not the cheapest system, but I guess if you're looking for an effective system, this is the way to go. Just like everything, you get what you pay for. So again, I like to put this outside near my van or near the area that we're sitting in, and I have found it to be effective. So I do recommend it. Everything that I talked about in the video today, I will put a link in the description as well as a pinned comment, so y'all can go and browse Amazon, look at all the links. I'll put everything right there. I want to make it as easy for you as possible. And I want to know what you use to stay cool and comfortable and keep your pets protected in the summer. So be sure to tell me in the comments. I want to hear your feedback. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video all the way through. I surely do appreciate you, and I will see you next time.